Animal Crossing used to be so much darker. Jaiden Animations.
Ah, Animal Crossing. The game that's keeping most of the population sane while 2020 burns outside our windows.
That was 3 years ago.
Like many fans of the franchise, I have a very special place in my heart for Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
See? I put it right there. Growing up, I loved video games, but I didn't have very many friends. Sad. And within those few friends, most of them weren't super into video games. Sad. So I grew up playing games either alone or with my brother.
Yeah.
Sad. What I'm getting at is, I'm not used to being able to connect with people over video games, let alone get to experience them with my friends together. But the one game that my few friends did play was Animal Crossing Wild World on the DS.
I remember that, dude. Wild World was nutty. Actually, wasn't Wild World on the Wii U? Because I know there was one. Yeah, it was Wild World, wasn't it? It was original DS, right? Because we had Debutsu no Mori, which was 64, which never released outside of Japan. Then we got updated Debutsu no Mori, which was Animal Crossing as we know it on the Gamecube, which then went to Wild World, which I still have on my Wii U because they made a Wii U port, which now that the Wii U eShop is gone, I don't know how that's going to work. But yeah, and then we had City Folk, which was the Wii copy. Then we had New Leaf, which was the 3DS copy, right? And now I think Happy Home Designer went in there somewhere. There are a couple like spin-off ones that went in there somewhere. But then we got the Switch version.
I remember playing Animal Crossing for hours, days, sometimes mostly weeks in a row during summer vacation with my best friend Kate. It was always the highlight of our summer, and depending on your point of view, that may or may not be depressing. My family also used to have a tradition to visit the rest of my family in Canada every July, so my brother and I would continue to play Animal Crossing with our cousins. Nothing could stop us. Not even the great borders of the United States of America.
This is a mood.
We had this game we made up where we all meet up at one person's town, dig a bunch of holes in the shape of a maze, and then one of us would chase the others around with a bunny hood, gas mask, and axe, like some sort of morbid tag. We called it the bunny game, which looking back was a bit misleading in the innocence of the actual premise. When Animal Crossing New Leaf was released, Kate and I got our hands on it the day of our high school sophomore prom, and we very much wanted to ditch it entirely just for the game. It's not like...
Honestly, that would have been the base move. I actually never went to any of my proms. Like, I just did other things. I can't remember... I think I played video games during senior, actually. I think I said F it and was either playing Yu-Gi-Oh! L5R or was playing video games during prom.
We had dates or anything, but we ended up going anyway, and it was lame. All in all, I love Animal Crossing. I get that it's not a game for everyone because of its slow pace and open-ended nature, but it was one of the few games I got to experience with friends on a really deep level and collected a bunch of fond memories with. Now we have New Horizons, the game that parted the clouds and descended upon us when the world needed it most. I like the game a lot. I've got my gripes, which I'll get to at some point, but while playing the game, I started thinking about the original, Animal Crossing for the Gamecube. I
honestly can never forget the original Gamecube Animal Crossing. I need to get another copy because I don't have an original copy anymore because, depression selling things, always fun. But, like, no, original GameCube Animal Crossing had events that we don't even have anymore, items we don't even have anymore. I really like the original GameCube. It's not just nostalgia, don't get me wrong. There's been a lot of quality of life features that have been made. However, there were some features that just never returned.
The GameCube growing up, but my mom didn't buy Animal Crossing for us, so that meant I had no idea it existed. That's just how the world worked for me back as a kid. If my mom didn't buy it for me, then it didn't exist. So now, as an adult, I've started to make the connection that not only do I have my own money to buy my own video games, but I can do whatever I want.
That's the one! See, the world has to deal with me because I have adult money now. I also have adult money now. I have bills. But this is relatable, actually. This is why, like, I don't want to get into, like... Don't get me wrong, I'm not opposed to any sort of relationship at a certain point, and this isn't indicative of all relationships being awful, because relationships can be healthy for people. I also don't want to get married and get in a situation where I can't just drop $800 on a set of armor, because that's cool. That's cool. I can't really do that if I'm doing other things.
Mostly. And using that newfound power, I've decided to go back to the basics and experience firsthand the beginning of one of my favorite game franchises. What's changed? What secrets have been hiding from me? Well, I guess we're about to find out together. The classic train scene. Rover walks over and asks if he can sit with me, promising not to fall asleep and drool on my shirt, to which I reply, "No way!" Wow, it's nice to know there's still plenty of rude people in the world, and he sits there anyway. So
I forgot about Rover! Well, didn't forget about Rover. I forgot that was his response.
We go through the typical beginning of an Animal Crossing game. Who are you? I'm Jaiden. Where are you going? Mustard. What's your credit card number and mother's maiden name? September 27th. My friend has a house for you because you're stupid. Okay. You arrive in town, meet Tom Nook, and he offers to let you check out the vacant houses he's got. Let's see. We've got medieval torture dungeon, haunted backyard garden shed, Chinese sweatshop locker room, and 15th century empty pool.
All right, I always went top left, medieval torture chamber. Down in the comments, which one did you choose? Because number 1, top left, medieval torture chamber was the best. You can't tell me it wasn't.
Yeah, I'll take a locker room, please. After setting out the place, Tom Nook asks for the payment of 19,800 bells, to which I realize I have nothing. So I'm like, no. And he's like, you better freaking give me the money. So I'm like, here. To which he realizes I barely have even 0.05% of what he wants from me, and he straight up laughs in my face. You only have 1,000 bells? You're joking with me, right? Why, you're so short, I can't help but laugh. So he puts me to work in his shop to earn the rest of the money. You get various tasks to complete for Nook, be it planting nice flowers around his shop to make it look nice. I planted them around my house. Meeting the other villagers, making deliveries. Bro, when I delivered this Sue chick her, signed copy of the Notebook on Blu-ray or whatever junk she ordered, she completely just destroyed me out of nowhere. Boy, that's mine. Why do you have it, Jaiden? Are you working for Tom Nook or something?
The villagers. So that's the thing, is that the villagers now, in I almost said Pocket Camp, New Horizons and even New Leaf are way nicer. What is it, Rocco the hippo? Dude would absolutely eviscerate you. It was nutty, and I loved it. I loved it so much.
Oh, you are? How amusing. You mean to tell me you didn't have enough money to buy a house when you moved?
I need a comp where it goes to the guys going, oh, with an L+ ratio.
Well, how silly. Were you the mental run to the litter or what?
That's bad. That's bad. Licensed by Nintendo, by the way.
Oh, I'm just having a little fun with you. I suppose everyone has to take a bold step once in their lives. So, you must not have any money to buy furniture. Don't be ashamed. Here, take this blue wardrobe. You simply must take it. I bet you go home to a sad little empty house every day, don't you?
Don't you judge me. Don't you judge me, Sui. The fact that I have nobody at home. We're moving on, you know?
It may not be much, but beggars can't be choosers. And that's when I realized how absolutely brutal this game had the capability of being.
Oh no, it's savage. Jade's 100% correct on this. This game was savage at times.
I heard that it could be sassy at some points, but I was straight up murdered by this gothic drag queen pig just for being a delivery boy. You can't say that to the, Amazon Prime delivery guys.
No,
what the
don't.
heck? That's how you get your stuff smashed.
Yeah.
So you know what I did? I sent the biggest guy in town, Rocco.
Speaking of Rocco, did not watch this in advance. There he is.
A letter, and used my smooth talking skills to try and send him a signal.
Hey man, the Sui chick totally called me. Oh.
And take care of her. And just in case that didn't work out, I made a community bulletin board post to warn the others. After you finish being a corporate wage slave, the game finally becomes the Animal Crossing experience I'm used to. Catching bugs, finding fossils, waiting an entire week for Tom Nook to finally sell a stupid fishing rod.
Oh my god. Oh, I forgot about that. I'm actually leaning back because that hurt to remember. That. Oh, forgot about that.
I'll admit, coming from New Horizons, the original Animal Crossing doesn't have much to offer. Maybe it held up better in the past, or I was able to have more fun with it because I was younger and easier to be entertained, but I found myself strapped on things to do. Sure, I could fish for 2 hours straight to make money, but I could also just play another game. Why I think New Horizons is the best game in the series so far, big asterisk on the so far, is that it saw where players were taking the franchise and ran with it far beyond what we could have hoped for. before. Oh, people really enjoy being able to customize their house and are using the little pattern spaces to make cool hats for their town? Well, then let's give them a bigger town and more pattern spaces and hundreds of new and modernized furniture items.
Right, I mean, the big nondescript kaiju one, which I have in my town, is actually kind of legit. Like, the issue is that certain events are just super time-gated, like those at the star constellation things. Those can be super time-gated, if not area-gated. I do dislike that we were missing some villagers. Like, we're missing Ganon, because there was a pig Ganon. You could scan an amiibo. It was an amiibo, or was it a card? Anyways, you scan it into the 3DS, and you could get, like, Ganon and Medley. Scoot the Duck is still in the game, so I mean, I do like that Scoot the Duck is in. Scoot, Egbert, Olivia, the cat, Nox, the chicken. I have some weird villagers, let's put it that way. I love them all, though. Like, we're missing, like, the NES ones make sense. The NES is not coming back, so you can play old games on them, do make sense. I can't really fault them for that. We're missing, like, the Master Sword. We're missing a bunch of cool stuff, and I don't know if we'll ever get it, so there was a lot that base Animal Crossing had to do. I mean, I think I do have Anka, actually.
Items. And let them put them outside wherever and however they want.
Unironically.
And let's let them shape the earth and sea. I've put hundreds of hours into New Horizons already, and I'm not nearly done with the game. My island still looks like crap. I played the original Animal Crossing for a week or two and could only put at max an hour into it per day because I ran out of things I wanted to do.
Right.
Wow. So New Horizons is the most superior game in every possible way, right? Ha ha ha, no. While New Horizons has much more for you to do, the thing I think the original Animal Crossing got right that the new one doesn't is the villagers. Since I would get bored of continuously failing at fishing in the Gamecube version.
Yeah. Fish!
I found myself talking to the villagers much more often, and that's where I had the most enjoyment. The conversations with the villagers in the GameCube version have so much flavor. Sure, Sue E called me a mental runt of the litter just a minute.
My almost she did it.
Ago, but that brought out something in me that New Horizons hasn't been able to do within 300 hours of me playing.
It really does, and that's the thing is, like, I remembered Rocco before she mentioned it because he was just super gruff, rude, angry hippo dude. Like that's just him. But the fact that I could remember that, like, I remember Scoot the Duck because of the Vinny Vine sauce memes, and I actually really like having Swole Duck as a villager. Obviously, a lot of us remember Anka for certain internet reasons, not related to VTubers, right? But, like, the fact that I could remember Egbert being just, he's a dunce, he's a dingus, let's be real, it's why I love him, it's why he's in my town. He put the my Egbert in New Horizons put the microwave on top of the stove, and the bugs talk to him during his sleep. Tell me this isn't Kip in a nutshell. I love Egbert so much. He really needs some help. I love that. I love that egg, that chicken. But like the fact that I can remember Rocco, the fact that I can remember Samson, the fact that I can remember other, like, I almost said Gen 1, other like GameCube era. I almost said Pokemon. Wow, I am different game entirely. But the fact that I can remember enough of these from the original Animal Crossing, because they had a lot of personality going for them. Like there's a lot that I don't remember. What is it? Kiki the black cat. Kiki the Black Cat has been around since Dubutsu no Mori, has been around since Animal Crossing original. And just to see, I mean, iconic in a way, yes, but like, there's so much personality and flavor these villagers had now that it just isn't encapsulated. Don't get me wrong, there's a reason they don't put lines like, oh, you're the mental runt of the litter in anymore. There's a reason why Nintendo won't do that anymore. There's a reason. I feel like they're sacrificing a lot of dialogue options, unfortunately. I just don't really want to socialize with the villagers as much, if that makes sense.
Talking to the villagers in the GameCube version made me remember why I liked the game so much as a kid.
Yeah.
They say and do interesting things. I don't know if it's just me, but New Horizons has some of the blandest text I've seen in Animal Crossing yet. It feels
honestly, like, Jaiden, you're not far off. You are not far off. It do feel bland, unfortunately.
Feels like what they say is limited to, like, 5 things.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't enjoy talking to them and haven't built a single connection to any of them on my island. I don't care who moves in. Just so
I forgot that was... I don't know if Lei would fly anymore, actually. Because that's a caricature. I don't know on that one. I'd have to see if Lei actually came back. Because, once again, there's villagers that never came back. just due to like one reason or another. Like Ganon is not a villager in New Horizons.
So long as they're really super hot. I'm talking
Nice.
hunkalicious. Feels like it's been raining all the time lately. I hate getting wet.
I ain't even go near that.
Jaiden, you feel the same, right? No, actually,
No.
I don't really mind. Oh, really? Well, why don't you just stay in the rain then, since you love it so much?
Xavier Renegade Angel vibes. If you love Soup so much, why don't you marry Soup?
And I hope you catch a cold. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is about me, but I seem to be just as popular with boys and girls. It's
Ooh.
madness. Meanwhile, in New Horizons, hi, Jaiden. Sometimes I like to sit. No, I don't.
Okay, to be fair though, verbatim says I have Nox in my town. That is just Nox. He's just lazy old man chicken. Like, lazy old man chicken in armor. Legitimately.
Want any? I'm telling you for the last time, you foul creature. Go away, hippie. Oh, wait, it's just you. I thought it was another one of those weirdos handing out tissues. Hi, Jaiden. I've been having a good day. All right, see you later. Shrivel up and blow away, shrimp. At one point...
Oh, was that Samson? Was that our boy? Was that our boy? Where is it?
Shrimp. At one... a good day. All right, see you later. Shrivel up.
Yeah, there it is! It's Samson! See? I remember Samson.
And blow away, shrimp. At
Yeah.
one point, I walked up to Sue, and she just started screaming. I'm begging you, would someone please change that hideous town tune? Jaiden, I highly doubt you have a talented bone in your body, but you do seem to be able to run fast. So be a dear and go change that horrible music, would you?
I think my town theme currently in New Horizons is the Sailor Moon theme. I'd have to check.
So, of course, I changed the town tune. Anything for Sue E, her wish is my command. I'll say, normally I'm not a big town tune changer in the games, but this one made me laugh.
E. Oh no.
Is that better, Sui? You like that? I wasn't expecting to have an arch nemesis in Animal Crossing
Jaiden just gaslit Sui. Hell yeah.
again, because it hasn't happened to me since Wild World, but Sui really just came into my life and slapped me around, begging me to hate her. Say, didn't you owe Tom Nook a fairly large sum of money? I was just
Aw.
wondering, did you ever manage to pay him back? Well, what's it to ya? Wow, you seem a little touchy, Jaiden. I guess you're still just a burden to society.
Oh! I relate to that. I relate to that.
But that's what Nintendo got wrong in the new games. I want drama. I want enemies and bloodshed. The animals in New Horizons feel like just objects for me to judge on appearances
Yuck.
and get items from. All in
Honestly, I just want them with personality. Let's start there. We can move up to the drama ramping and gaslighting later. I just want personality. Let's start there.
all, I very much like Animal Crossing. I know New Horizons isn't for everyone and is far from perfect, but I'm a big fan of the type of game it is. And
So hold up. Pros, pretty, crafting, Nook Miles, yeah. Terraforming, yeah. I'm overwhelmed with terraforming. Let's put it that way. Like, I really like terraforming as an option. A lot of people do a lot of insane things with it. Online play, yep. General storage, yep. Portability, yep. Decorate outside, yep. Overhauled interior decor, absolutely. Cons, milquetoast neighbors, 100%. No mass crafting. Yep, that one's the weird one. Tool durability, do not like that. Nope, 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 nope. Nintendo Switch online play, yep, don't like that. And one island per Switch. I actually didn't know about that. But yeah, it's... yeah. I don't, I'll have to go back to New Horizons at some point. I used to stream it.
the cons don't outweigh the pros for me. Do I
Yeah.
wish the villagers had a shred of life to them?
Yes.
Yes. Do I hate the new music they wrote for it and desperately want to have the old music back?
Yes.
Yes. But I
Yes.
can put my Godzilla statues together like they're on a date. Is the old
Yes.
Animal Crossing lacking in objectives and even slower than I could have imagined?
Yeah.
Yes. But at least I get verbally abused by my neighbors and can hit Sui with my net.
Oh.
So if you haven't heard, oh god, Ari. So if you haven't heard, James just announced his new game, Cafe Chaos. It's a turn-based card game where you build food combinations and try to win a food fight against your opponents. There's different abilities and characters you can play as, and if you get the animator expansion pack, you can find me in there with Ari and a lot of other animators. My food card is pasta with no sauce. It's a fun game James and his team worked really hard on, and what else are you gonna do during quarantine? You can check out more details by going to the Kickstarter. I put the link in the description. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. I didn't know what to expect going into the game, but I'm sure glad I did, because that was a whole experience. Alright, talk to you later, bye.
I'm gonna be honest, that was great. Honestly, the card game sounds like it'd be really fun to play. I might have to see if I can go find a copy of it. That'd be awesome. Excellent video. I really liked it. And it's 2 years ago already. That's wild to me. But yeah, no, I think it's true. I think Jaiden and I are on a lot of on the same page with a lot of things. I think that she's spot on with this. Maybe I'll go back to New Horizons. Maybe I'll give it a second shot with some of these updates. But Jaiden, thank you for the excellent video. You do excellent work as always. Thank you. Not that Jaiden's ever going to see this, but thank you. You're doing excellent, wonderful videos.